Hello, Stacy here and Tucker here, and this is the FlossTube for season 7, episode I don't know, so we're just gonna assume that it's possibly number 10 or something like that. This is November of 2024, and so this is Happy Late Halloween. This little guy was a bumblebee. I'll insert a picture. And we did trick-or-treaters and I worked. So Halloween for adults with no children is not the most exciting, but exciting enough, I guess. This is the area that was devastated in western North Carolina with Hurricane Helene. So a short update on that. The area where I live, which is a little further south in the Appalachian Mountains, is fairly back to normal. So we still are most people on a boil water advisory, and they say that it'll be a few weeks until the water is drinkable. And but that's better than having no water at all or no power. And so this area seems to be fairly okay. The grocery stores are back fully stocked in this area anyway. Outlying areas, however, like the smaller towns that people, you okay? Oh. The smaller towns that people love to visit for leaf looking, which is what we call them, leaf lookers, are still, the more rural areas are still very devastated. And there's a charity that Shari and I keep talking about that is for Yancey County. I will put the link below in the description if you would like to donate to that. You can do it on their website. It's called Reconciliation House, and it is in Yancey County. People in Yancey County right now are going on 45 days without power, and that is the more rural areas of that county, and they expect it to be over another month until they get power. So far 45 days, and they expect it to be 30 more. Mid-December is when they're expecting to have water and power in all areas, pretty much. The poison ivy issue, so it has gone away, thank the good Lord, and I'm just dealing with a little bit of residual pigmentation issues, but it's nothing compared to the itchy poison ivy that I had from head to toe last month. But all considering, I'm very blessed and glad that that I have all the things that I have that, once you took for granted, I'm not taking it for granted anymore. I will happily pay my power and water bill. Right? So, I'm going to set you down, and then that way we can do our floss tube. Okay. Alright, so this month I did not have a ton of stitching time. I did, whenever I got home from work, I was not in the mood. You know how you get that? Like you have a little bit of take it by spurts, type of thing. We will start with new starts. I have one new start that I stitched in the car. remember last time I was saying that the perforated paper stitches are really great for car trips, and we had gone on a little trip to Dollywood one Sunday afternoon, and I stitched this in the car. I had to take my Dramamine. So I started on a merry pair, and I didn't get too very far on it because all I did was an hour or so in the car, and this is as far as I got. So his part of his beard, half of his beard, and hat, and then a very small portion of her dress. This is, like I said, on perforated paper, and it's very easy to stitch on the move because those holes are easy to hit. And I had a finish on the last video of Lolly Claws, but she was still on the perforated paper. I made her, since the last video, into an ornament. So this is Satsuma Street Lolly Claws. I put a little white ribbon on her and pink felt that I shopped from Shari's shop, her room, and made her into an ornament. I intend on finishing 3 ornaments like this before Christmas so I can put them on the tree. I didn't do a ton of stitching just because, you know, you take it in spurts. You get in a mood and then you get out of a mood for a number of days. And so I did a lot more, I'm doing a lot more cooking because of the water situation right now. And I don't exactly trust all the takeout and food places. So I've been doing a little more cooking, which makes me even more tired than normal. So I don't really necessarily want to pick up cross stitch at night. Okay, the next thing I have to show you is a whip Halloween Quaker. The last time that you saw this pattern, it looked like this. And now what I have stitched is most all of the top of the pattern, and I'm coming down into the side here. This is on 20 count Murky by, let me double check this before I say it wrong, of course. Of course I would. This is on 20 count Murky by Picture This Plus. And because it's on 20 count, even when I'm wearing my glasses, because my glasses do better for looking at small things than my contacts do. My contacts have like a little bit of a double effect. But anyway, I have to use a magnifier. And look what Mom found for me out of her room of requirement. It goes over your head. Well, I'm wearing a hat. Anyhow, it goes over your head. And then it sits on your chest like this so you can stitch. But isn't this so funny looking? But I do have a magnifier with a light that I use at home, but this was for use at her house. I was at her house trying to heal up my poison ivy, and it was so old. The box looked like it was from the 70s, possibly 60s. It was her mom's, and it was so old that the pads that were on the bottom here were dry rotted, and they were getting like black dust everywhere. So Mom scraped it off, and then she put these pieces of foam here so that it could sit there and not move around a lot. And we put a new string on it too, because the string had dry rotted. I just thought that was a funny thing to show. Next up for whips, I have the Donna Cooler's stocking collection. The winter scene stocking, which is this one in the center here, is what I'm stitching. And last time that you saw it, and now it looks like this. I had thought, oh, I'm going to finish this before Christmas, but I'm unsure now, because even though there's not a ton of cross stitches down in this area, there is up in the sky a lot of stitching, and there's a ton of back stitching to this stocking. So right now I'm working on this tree and the ground and finishing up what little bit I have left on the horse and horse-drawn sleigh. And then I'll move up into the houses and the sky. I'm debating on whether I want to put a name on it or not. I think I will put a name on it, but I just need to make sure that it fits. So I have all of this now completed pretty much, and I need to do all of this. Alright. That's it for whips. Like I said, I didn't do much. Now on to finishes, which I did not have any cross stitch finishes for this time, but I do have a small quilt finish. I had shown a little bit of this whenever I had first bought the material. So this is it. And remember that Shari had thought it was for Halloween because it is spooky. It's called Dreadful Delights fabric. It's a jelly roll quilt pattern. But it's for a wedding that I'm going to next weekend. The couple is very into spooky things and very kind of gothic. And I use the jelly roll sizzle pattern for this, and let me scan upwards. So it's total 4x4, actually a little bit more than 4x4 because of the edging, but isn't this fun? I thought that the material was much prettier than I had expected from when I ordered it. The material was really pretty, especially the ones that have, let me find one, the ones that have like this, the different color flowers and the skulls and stuff. Really pretty material. So that's going to be for a wedding. For next week, I'm going to use the extra couple of strips from the jelly roll that I had left over to make a project bag. But now that it's after Halloween, it's like no rush, you know. But it'll be my first project bag ever. This was my second quilt that I did on my own ever. I have other quilts that I did with Mom whenever I was younger, and they were more intricate than that, but I had the seamstress on my team, so Okay, I believe that's everything for the FlossTube portion of this video. Now we're going to talk about the giveaway from last video. So on the last video, I had posted for people to make comments for the giveaway of the Merrily They Ring kit, which is these 3 bells with a ribbon between them and little jingle bells are included. I am including with that the felt for the back of the cutouts, the ribbon to connect the bells, and a floss organizer for your floss. And the winner for that is posted right up here, and that is Scoobers. Scoobers 3493. Congratulations, you won the Merrily They Ring. If you will, please email me in the email that's down in the description of this video, and I will get your address from you and send this off to you. Hopefully you have enough time that you're able to stitch it before Christmas. That was my thought anyway. So please contact me via email. And then I have another giveaway that I'm going to do. To qualify for the giveaway, please be at least 18 years of age, live in the United States, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. You will receive the Mirabilia Nora Corbett Royal Games 1, which is the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Spades. Let me try to get this a little closer so you can see it. Beautiful pattern. Now, if you aren't familiar with Mirabilia or Nora Corbett designs, there is beading and some special stitching in this pattern. I will provide for you the fabric, which is going to be 32 count linen white, because you wouldn't want to stitch it on another color because it's a playing card. It needs to be on white, right? This would be perfect for a game room or something. So, whenever you comment on this video, in order to enter this giveaway, please use the word game. And if you want to, just put my favorite game is, because we're a game playing family. We love to play games. So I'd like to hear what kind of games you like to play with your family. So my favorite game is, and then enter whatever your answer is, and I will enter you into the giveaway for this Royal Games 1. For the giveaway, please make your comment by, let's say, Thanksgiving. So please make your comment by Thanksgiving, and in the video that I post next, I will announce the winner. I think that's it. Thank you all so much for the last 6 weeks of prayers and good thoughts and good energy put out towards Western North Carolina during Hurricane Helene. It will take this area of North Carolina months, maybe years, to bounce back from this in some areas. And so your support is greatly appreciated. I know that I appreciate it, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I am so glad and, like I said, grateful and blessed to have what I have, and I'm just trying to help out with those who still don't have the things that they need in order to live a normal everyday life. So on behalf of myself and Tucker, thank you so much for watching. please ring the bell that is below on this video, and that way you'll be notified whenever I post a video. And please subscribe to Sassy Stacy Noel. I will see you next time, probably in December. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.